All right. There we go. Like and subscribe. Levi Apparel. Okay, so yeah, a lot has happened. I know I kind of veered off a little bit of the T-shirt talking game, and more on like hot topics. So give me a second. Quick second. Try to go on here too so I can see you guys. All right. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got things set up. All right. Again, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. Um, yeah, what are we talking about today? Screen printing. Screen printing. So let's see if we can see if I can get you guys some stuff going on. So I think I've shown it before. There we go. There we go. So, sometimes guys like um doing screen printing is amazing, but there's a lot intel with it. Sometimes what happens is when you're doing screen printing, you can get ink in your hands. Your machine may not fit exactly the material that you want to use, so you gotta improvise. You gotta improvise. So I had these totes. These totes I had to do, right? My regular screen printing machine could not take it. So what did I do? I had to improvise. So I'm gonna show you guys, right? Let me turn on the light to the rest of the studio. And this is gonna be a quick live. I gotta leave early. Alright, so right here. Okay. Alright. Normally when I screen print, right? Normally when I screen print, I use this one right here, right? So my screen printing machine. Let's give me some light. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of light. It is what it is. All right. Normally when I screen print, if you can see me, give me a second. Give you some more light. All right. That should be good enough lighting. But anyways, normally when I screen print, I come to my screen printing room and I load up the shirts right here. So I load up the shirts. Right? I load up the shirt, as you can see, and I come over. Next one, load that one, load this one, load that one, and then usually I come full forward to the original. And I get my stuff ready, screens are all set, and there's my squeegees. I'll take a squeegee it, screen print, and I'm ready to go. I'm all set. But the reason why I have all these different ones, all four of these, is because about time, right? Normally when you're screen printing, the more you have loaded on, all you have to do is just bring this down once or twice, 3 times for best effort, and then bam, you're done. Push it, next one, bam, you're done. Push it, next one, and you just keep going, keep squeezing when you're done. However, what ended up happening was, as I'm trying to screen print, uh, materials, some materials, right? They can't fit. Like they won't fit. So I have to modify. If you can hear me, I have to modify the screen printing machine because these can go on top. But what happens when they go on top? Since there's an opening inside, right? It can shift. And when you bring down the screen, right? You bring down the screen, it's going to lift this up a little bit, which is going to give you inconsistencies in ink printing. I mean, in screen printing, right? So, what is the best option? So, the best option was to create my own screen printing press setup. I got this from RoundNet. This is like that pigtail screen printing setup that they have. All this is a clamp. I modify so it can go up and down, and that's it. So when you're screen printing, that's what has to happen. The screen goes up. You load up the material. And what's the thanks? What happened? Oh, it's over here. Yeah. Then basically use your squeegee, lay ink. I use the Flex, by the way, ink for screen printing, right? And you can get this from around it. Come over, screen print, images on top, and then you're good to go. Now, I had to create this because the one I had before was messing up, right? So this goes into today's screen printing. All right, give me a second. I have another camera, by the way. For some reason, this camera is not, it's giving me problems in setup. Yeah, that camera right there is giving me problems. So setting it up is a little bit harder. Um, so therefore, I don't even bother, right? I do have the RGB that I'm gonna eventually set up so I can bring you guys better things, and it has multimedia that you can stream through, including Zoom. So that's good. So eventually, I'd like to do a Zoom conference setup and all that stuff, right? Get it going. What time is it? 26. Awesome. This is gonna be a quick live, just talk about screen printing, stuff like that. If you guys come on, ask me questions. If not, you can ask me questions afterwards. I don't mind. It is what it is. But let's give myself an A for effort for creating that. It saved me. And if you want to know, HTV vinyl is what I use. I didn't go through any of the traditional screen process except for laying down the ink, squeegee, and like maybe having the screen go up and down. Everything else was done through my vinyl cutter. All right, let's give an applause for my vinyl cutter. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shoot, let's put some gunshots in there too. Ooh, it came through. Ooh, it came through. I was weaving and dodging on like how to like make this work, and the vinyl cutter, man, man, let's give enough applause. Yeah, that vinyl cutter came through because I was able to do 500 totes, 500 totes, 500 totes with the HTV vinyl cutout. I removed the image, and all that was left is just the cutout. He pressed it onto the screen, as you can see over there, and then just kept on doing my thing, right? Cleaned it up. Now it's ready to go for another 500, or who knows, maybe 200. But either way, it did 555. That was the exact number, 555, I think. Um, and was it 555? No, it was 500 because I only had four. I had 500. Yeah, 500. Um, yeah. So no, 510. 510 because I did extra ones and all that stuff. But either way, I got them done and good. We good. We good. So yeah, we killed the totes. Got it out of the way. Who knows? Maybe more is coming. It is what it is. But I screen print using HTV vinyl. I did 500 or more, and the type of vinyl you want to use is the HTV, heat transfer vinyl for clothing. For clothing. Why? Because the mesh that you're going to use that I've been showing through my videos on using HTV vinyl is the one where it's made out of fabric, and since it's made out of fabric, it allows you to be able to um, transfer it to the screen mesh. The mesh is the one made out of fabric, and it holds the grit. The higher the number, the more grip it has because the higher the number, the smaller the mesh count, um, and the more fine it is. The more fine it is, the more fabric there is. All right, so there you go. Right, if you're using white, and you want to use lesser um, mesh count, just understand that even though it will adhere, you want a higher number so you can get more um, adhesion or hold onto the glue, right? Fabric and glue connection, right? So that's what you want to happen, right? But now, because of that situation, um, I can do small, extra small, and I can even so this piece actually can unscrew, right? This piece can unscrew, right? So this piece right here, I made it so I can unscrew it, remove the whole thing, and I can put a smaller one in there. So this is very versatile. So the top can move. I can remove the whole thing through the Rynet. They call it pigtails screen printing clamp. Um, the whole clamp can move out. Right, there's a red handle in the back. You just push down, and the whole thing comes out. When you're putting it in, you put it down, pull the lever up, and then you're good to go. So that's how you use it, right? So if I have a position that I have that's set um, for my images, if I want to do like a multicolor, but I don't want to do it on the big one, whatever. If for like a small shirt, whatever, I can do multicolors in this up to thousands if I want. Like as long as you're willing to have the energy and the time to put it to remove each one and put them in, then you're good to go. So yeah, that's the setup I have. Eventually, I want to get the actual Rynet one. Put it down. May have to lower that a little bit, but set it up in a way where it can just sit there, and I can screen print, get it going, make it more professional look. It is what it is. I'm thinking about getting it. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so that's what I want to do. That's how I want to set it up, and eventually, that's what we're gonna move forward and doing. And yeah, because this is cool. This is cool, but it's not official setup. Because the registration, is okay, but I want it to be exact. Exact. Who knows? I may just put another one right next to it. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, so I definitely needed that small one, and I got that. I'm ready to go. Small, big, large, whatever I can do. Man, this being able to do totes really helped me in pushing my ability of screen printing to another level, because now it opened me. I mean, it opened the door to doing more. It opened the door to doing more screen printing of different varieties of stuff, and it allows me to just continue to screen print just different materials, no matter what size, I'll be able to do it. So yeah, so that's one of the things I liked about screen printing, and being able to use the HTV vinyl was good. I'm gonna order some more vinyl, the same one. And when you're doing HTV vinyl, you don't need to get like super expensive vinyl. You can get like regular cheap vinyl, because use it once, you toss it out. And that's one of the best part about doing HTV vinyl. Like, use it once, you toss it out. Anything that's super fine, right? You can use the traditional method of screen printing, or you just order what's that thing called? Transfers, and call it a day. You know what I mean? But if it's doable on the machine, get it done. You're good. All right. But yeah, with that said, I'm gonna be out. What's more to come? So I was able to do some, what's that thing called? Direct to film. Uh, on my Epson 15,000, right? That's this one right here. Let me shift the angle a little bit. Yeah. So with my Epson 15,000, I was able to do a lot of stuff, right? I was able to do some hold on one second. Yeah, I was able to do some shirts, um made some transfers, and yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot more transfers on the HP 15,000. I mean, not HP. Epson XP 15,000, right? So this can actually do white. As you can see, the white channels right here, right? The white channels are right here. It's got different colors. I was able to connect the line, so it's a CIS system. So it's all set. But I have a second one, and the second one is the Epson 1400. Now, why I have two? Whenever you have a what's it called? Direct to film printer. Sometimes a direct to film printer, because it's a printer, it will act up, and because it acts up, the best solution is to have two. Now, this only cost me 300. The one below cost me 100, 200. So that's 500 altogether. To get a regular direct to film printer that prints anything greater than 11 and a half inches plus, you need to spend at least minimum $2,000 to $3,000. Then when you put taxes and everything to it, you're looking at 3,000 or higher. I'm not spending 3,000 higher on a printer, right? Especially when I know that can clog. I'd rather just make one myself, convert it, and then call it a day. If I need anything that I can't do here, right? This will always do colors. Colors never clog, right? If you have a direct to film printer, by the way, um, if you have a direct to film printer, I always say this: if you're gonna try to declog it, right? Because it's always the white that's messed up. It's never the colors. So if you have a direct to film printer and you notice your colors are fine, just do colors. Don't go into the printer and adding ink solution unless you bought a regular direct to film printer by the factory, and the factory is telling you to do it, because if the factory tells you to do it, chances are they'll either send you a new printhead or they'll send you a new machine, so you have a warranty. But if you converted yours, do not put ink solution inside the printhead by pushing out um by pushing out the ink solution through the print head. Don't do that. What happens is, because the ink solution, right, the cleaning solution, is made of pretty much water is the base. It can get inside the print head and destroy the chip that's in there. It will find its way inside the print head because you're primarily doing something that the printer does not expect, and especially with the amount of force that you're pushing out the ink, eventually it's going to leak into the actual chip, and that's when you get the print heads moving because you think it's fine. I cleaned it up, it looks good. There's no, everything came out clear, and then you go to print and it's all, there's nothing coming out. It's because you messed the chip or you messed the print head up, and now it's not working. So do not put ink solution in there. If it doesn't work, this is what you do. There's a capping station that's there, right? It's basically a sponge. The print head goes to it, and when the print head goes to it, um, the sponge goes up. It sucks up the ink on the print head, and what ends up happening is the print head gets cleaned. What you should do is put the ink solution or cleaning solution on the actual capping station. It will suck up the ink solution, right? And then it will go to the print head is gonna come forward. It's gonna suck up the ink on the print head, and then you do it again. It sucks it up, right? So the whole purpose is to clean the the capping station. The capping station being clean means that it will be able to pull out the white ink. The white ink being pulled out means that now the print head will start working. Eventually, you're gonna start seeing white printed. But if you do it 3 times, you don't see any white, leave it alone. Leave it alone. If you can do a regular print for a regular light color shirt, do that. And then anything for dark color shirt, order it. But do not put ink solution on the printer. All right, I gotta go. Levi Apparel. Appreciate you. Peace.